Welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. And we're here on Friday Night SmackDown, starting off with the Universal Champion, the Intercontinental Champion, the ruler of SmackDown, Gunther, in action here tonight. Just 1 week removed from defending that Universal Championship against a very, what's the word to put it in, as determined Braun Strowman. A very determined, a very powerful, a very driven Braun Strowman. Definitely took this man to his absolute limit last Sunday at Money in the Bank. And now Gunther looks to get back on track as we head into SummerSlam. Gotta wonder who is next for the ring general. Who's gonna step up to the plate? And here tonight, it looks like that very man is going to be Ridge Holland. Another United Kingdom competitor facing off with the ruler of the United Kingdom, Gunther.
Competitor in professional rugby for over a decade before joining WWE. It's tough enough to even survive professional rugby for a decade.
Here comes Ridge Holland down to the ring, looking to put his skills to the test against, well, pretty much the very best that SmackDown has to offer right about now in Gunther. Oh, and look at this. Starting off strong with some haymakers to the face. Oh, but Gunther shuts that down real quick. Oh my goodness, and a big splash right down to the midsection. And now Gunther looking to have his way with Ridge Holland. Oh, look at this. A bunch of chops to the chest, almost reminiscent of Sheamus. Oh, and a punch to the head. Never saw Sheamus do that one. And Gunther just kind of taunting Ridge Holland, but Holland's throwing him right back at Gunther. Here he comes. Look at this. An Alabama slam to the Universal Champion. Gunther's down. And look at this. A catch suplex from Ridge Holland as well. Very impressive. And now Ridge just, he was just panting around the ring, waiting for Gunther to get back in, but Gunther was just outside strategizing, obviously, as he easily gets the control back in his favor right when he gets back into this ring. Oh, and a chop to the back. He had a vicious kick for a 1 count. Ridge Holland got more fight left in him. Gunther setting Ridge up for something here. And ladies and gentlemen, as we kick off Friday Night SmackDown, I'd like to mention on Monday Night Raw, we saw Randy Orton music in his Titantron play during a Cody Rhodes match, and a lot of us just happened to assume that it was just mind games. But no, indeed, Randy Orton has been traded to Monday Night Raw, and I'm hearing that the Raw superstar that they traded for Randy Orton will be here tonight. So a fresh face on Friday Night SmackDown, it seems. You gotta wonder who that's gonna be. I mean, you gotta have a lot of trading power in that superstar to get Randy Orton to the other show. You know, Fox is not going to want to lose a superstar of Randy Orton's caliber. And as I talk, Gunther, another superstar that they're going to want to hold on to for years and years to come. Make them a lot of money. Make the WWE a lot of money in general. And look at this. Working on that arm and the neck. The giant traps of Ridge Holland, kind of exploiting those down to the bone. And again the chops, and again the kick. Gunther, nothing is ever pretty about this man's arsenal. As look at this with a power bomb to Ridge Holland. 1, 2. Oh, Ridge gets the shoulder up at the last second. But you gotta believe that this is somewhat close to the end. Wait, no, Ridge Holland slipping out the back before Gunther could nail what he was going for. Look at Ridge Holland with a suplex to Gunther. And now Holland, oh, firing up here with a beautiful combination of almost lariats, if you want to call them anything. Ridge Holland has the champ rocked. Some more strikes. Oh, but Gunther, just when you think that you have him scouted, just when you think you have the upper hand on him, he shows you much different. And now Gunther baiting Ridge Holland back into the ring. And now going right back to the outside. We saw this at Money in the Bank. A back suplex on the apron. And a little insult to injury with a deadlift powerbomb on the outside. Ridge Holland could have a broken back as we speak, and Gunther doesn't care because here comes another one. Oh my goodness. Ridge Holland just getting broken by piece out here. And look at Gunther, the confidence on this man's face. He pretty much knows that he could end this whenever he feels like it, as more damage to the back to Ridge Holland. Holland could be out here. 1, 2. No, Holland gets the shoulder up somehow. After dealing with all that damage that Gunther has done to his back, his upper back, his lower back. And what's this from Gunther? Going up top. Oh no. It looks like he's positioning him for a top rope power bomb. Oh my goodness, you could count to 1,000,000. Ridge Holland is done for the night. And now Gunther. Oh my God. You're kidding. I'm going to ignore the stupid glitch that we're dealing with right now, guys. That's Seth freaking Rollins here on Friday Night SmackDown. And I guess we know who they traded Randy Orton for. And I said it had to be a big name. There's hardly ever a bigger name in WWE right now than Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary, the revolutionary. Seth Rollins eyeing down the Universal Champion Gunther, and we're just not even a month away from SummerSlam. So, I mean, you tell me what that means. Rollins is now on the blue brand, and Rollins has made his he's made his sights clear on the Ring General. Anyways, speaking of the Ring General, we have his stablemates, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci in tag team action here against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. This should be a hard-hitting affair for the ages, really. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, they've teamed up in the past, but not nearly as experienced in the tag team field as Imperium would be. But then again, Sheamus and Drew, I mean, they've had their singles success in the past here in Universe Mode. but now kind of looking towards the tag team scene, and maybe even possibly looking towards those SmackDown Tag Team Championships currently held by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the men that beat these two men at Money in the Bank to retain their titles. So Imperium, you know, not willing to go straight down to the back of the line. If they can pick up a win against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, you got to believe that that might earn them a future championship match, a future rematch with the champions somewhere down the line. But man, I still can't get over the fact that we just saw Seth freaking Rollins here on Friday nights. Seth Friday Night Rollins is more like it. I might want to copyright that before they send him to SmackDown and we see that happening in real life. Here comes 1/3 of the Brawling Brutes, almost the Brawling Brute in Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, heading down to the ring. As here comes his tag team partner, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Psychopath, multiple time champion here in WWE, world champion here in WWE, champion all around the world. And Sheamus's resume is nothing to sneeze at either. And both these men together could be trouble for the tag team division here on Friday nights. As here comes McIntyre looking to edge his sword into the floor and stake his claim in the tag team division alongside one of his best friends in the business in Sheamus. We really haven't seen too much of Drew McIntyre since his battles with Gunther at the start of the year. But here he is, back on Friday nights like he never left. And look, beating the Imperium would be almost a slap to the face to Gunther. So, you know Drew is looking forward to this one. And Sheamus starting off rough with a backbreaker straight to Kaiser. Oh, and some chops for good measure. But Kaiser throwing them back at him. Looking to hop off the rope, but Sheamus had that scouted as a back suplex. Landed right on the back of the neck of Kaiser's. And out to the corner. Sheamus with a step-up knee. And another back suplex. Look, these two, and Drew and Sheamus, these two guys are brawlers. I mean, you're going to know that you were in a fight with them, that's for sure. But Kaiser basically saying he'll welcome the fight, but I don't think you want to do that, as Drew McIntyre is looking to pick up the pace here as we go to the air. A plancha down to the outside of the ring, right on Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser might want to get a tag and might want to get the fresh man in Giovanni Vinci, but Drew McIntyre, I don't think he cares which member of Imperium is in this ring right now, as he looks to go to work on either one of them. Oh, and a stomp to the arm. And now a gut wrench down to the mat. And look at this, mount press position, just throwing those hammer fists right at his face. Drew McIntyre with a release suplex. And look at Giovanni Vinci getting back in here with the head scissors. And a spine buster, displaying some of that power we know Vinci likes to. Flaunt off every now and then. I mean, this guy is a jack of all trades. He has the power. He has the speed. He's a technical wizard when he wants to be. Oh, but Drew McIntyre looking to land a headbutt there, but I don't think he got all of it in that time. He got him flush on the back of the head. Drew McIntyre looks a little rocked after that. He's going to take a moment to breathe after he probably just gave himself a concussion. And Sheamus begging Vinci to get back in this ring. It's almost like these guys have a statement that they want to be heard here tonight. They know Imperium were the last team to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Money in the Bank. You knock off Imperium, I mean, that pretty much guarantees you a shot at those titles somewhere down the line, perhaps even SummerSlam. And what a marquee match that would be. Oh, and Sheamus going coast to coast, post to post. Oh, just driving Vinci right into that turnbuckle. And now look at this. Oh no, Vinci slips out the back. Nice arm drag reversal there as Kaiser gets tagged back in. Oh, but these chops. These chops just brutalizing Kaiser's chest. But here's a snap mirror. Kaiser looking to get back in the fight. Knife edge elbow right to the shoulder blade of Sheamus.
They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and goodness gracious.
Really working out on those arms. Sheamus better hope that he didn't just record a Celtic Warrior workout video before this match, because man, is he going to be feeling that. Oh my goodness, and a rake to the eyes. Sheamus looking in trouble here as Imperium has done a pretty good job of cutting the ring in half, making sure that he can't get back to the now fresher man in Drew McIntyre. And now Imperium going to go to work on Sheamus as another spine buster, this time with the pin from Giovanni Vinci. At this point, he has lifted and spine bustered Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, which for a combined amount of weight is probably a good 560, and a fall-away slam right after that. Vinci, if there was one man that's going to match the power of Sheamus and Drew McIntyre in this match, it was definitely going to be him. And look at this. Another snap mirror, but this time running after him. Oh, and a soccer ball kick. Turns Sheamus inside out. But Drew's there for the save. But Vinci trying to get rid of Drew McIntyre. Oh, and look at this uppercut from Sheamus. Well, we're momentarily distracted with all the other teammates' action in the ring, and Sheamus looking to get back in this fight. Dropping a series of elbows on Ludwig Kaiser. And now a choke bomb with the pin combination. 1, 2. No, Kaiser gets the shoulder up. Kaiser taking another breather here. And Sheamus is going to look to chase out after him. Oh, and look at that. A bicycle knee straight to the face. And Sheamus taking care of business here on both members of Imperium. And now a choke bomb on the outside. A lot of usage of the outside of the ring here tonight. And hey, that's like the hardest part of this arena. So I can't blame anybody for trying to use that to their advantage. As Sheamus has Kaiser setting up for some white noise. Oh, dropped him right down the back of his neck. But look at Vinci Vinci over there trying to save the day, but Drew McIntyre is going to have none of it. Look at McIntyre looking to take to the skies once more on Vinci. And Drew servicing the crowd, but look in the ring because Kaiser just dropped Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre luckily caught that in enough time. Kaiser looking to fend off the Scottish psychopath, who's not the legal man, by the way. I mean, the referee's going to want to get this match back under control. Kaiser looks for a European uppercut of some sort, and he gets met with a bro kick instead from Sheamus. He could be out here. Sheamus gets rid of Giovanni Vinci. This could be it. The 3 count. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre knock off Imperium. Imperium coming off 2 straight losses, one to the pay-per-view and now tonight on Friday night, SmackDown. And McIntyre and Sheamus build up some much-needed momentum in the tag team division if they do indeed look towards those championships eventually. We're going to end our night off here on a hot note because the return of Saraya that shocked the world at Money in the Bank. And not only did she return, she only went and won the whole thing. Played it safe. You know, while everybody else was throwing their bodies on the line, Saraya just waited for an opportunity and cashed in on it. And now she has an opportunity to cash that briefcase in at a time of her choice, a time of her choosing, whenever she damn well pleases. But tonight, she looks to get back in a singles action against Liv Morgan to close us out for this episode of Universe Mode. Liv Morgan was another woman involved in that Money in the Bank ladder match. Another woman that, as I mentioned, was putting their body on the line and going through leaps and bounds just to try and incapacitate their opponents so they can climb that ladder. As Saraya pretty much just let them do all the hard work and kind of reap the benefits right afterwards. So Liv Morgan didn't take too lightly to that. So now we got this match, as Liv Morgan does not feel like Saraya deserves that briefcase. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's anything that Liv Morgan can do about the fact that Saraya has that briefcase now. So I mean, if we're looking at it straight, we got Saraya on SmackDown with this briefcase, and Randy Orton is now a Raw superstar with the men's briefcase. So there you go. I mean, that could always change. I mean, this Money in the Bank briefcase, it allows you to cash in on a champion of your choosing. It does not have to be on said show that they are like currently residing on, as it looks like Saraya is currently going to be residing here on Friday nights. And look at this. Liv Morgan looking to take an early advantage here against Saraya. Off the ropes, a drop kick on Saraya. And man, this women's SmackDown division was already stacked as it is, with superstars like Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair. But now you add Saraya to the mix, and that just adds even more star power to an already stacked division here on Friday nights. And speaking of Charlotte Flair, the current SmackDown Women's Champion, she's going to want to be sleeping with one eye open from this moment forward, because Saraya can cash that briefcase in at a moment's notice. And you know, a veteran like Saraya, she's going to wait for her perfect moment to do said thing as a beautiful drop kick to Liv Morgan, stepping on her lower back beforehand, might I add. And Saraya not giving Morgan any time to really think about what's going on, as look at this, up and over and a knee to the face. Saraya coming through with some authority in her return to the ring and singles competition. A brand new attitude from Saraya moving forward, as we learned firsthand on Sunday when, like I said, she just waited for her opportunity to win that ladder match. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what it's going to take to win a match like that. So you can't really fault her. As the referee's on a 6 count, these women are going to want to get back in the ring. And Saraya must have heard that, because here she comes. And now to the corner. Oh my goodness, what a knee to the face. And another one for good measure. Liv Morgan feeling the effects of that. I mean, Liv Morgan, like I said, she put her body on the line during Money in the Bank, as Saraya was more of the fresher of these two coming into this match tonight. So Liv Morgan still kind of licking her wounds from that ladder match, even though it was just a week ago. But I mean, that's the type of match where you'll be scarred forever after you competed in it. And look at Saraya with a suplex capture DDT off the top rope. At one point, that move was called the Rampage, back when Saraya went by that name, but she chooses to go by her actual name now. Oh, and a kitchen sink down to Liv Morgan. Saraya looking like she never left the wrestling ring to begin with. Oh, my goodness. And these knees to the face. I mean, I never saw Saraya doing this before. Just a brutal demeanor from Saraya ever since returning. And look at that. She went for a big move, as Liv Morgan looks to capitalize on her mistake with a 205 facebuster. Gets the 1 count. Saraya getting thrown off her game for a second there. But now here comes Saraya getting back into the fight. 2 clotheslines. Liv Morgan looked to hit one of her own. Saraya ducked out in a ripcord drop kick from Saraya. Saraya's looking impressive here. I mean, she's looking to prove that she didn't just win that briefcase with the skin of her teeth or just the luck of the draw. I mean, nobody was ever doubting her capabilities. We were just kind of doubting the way and kind of questioning the way that she went about winning that match. Some female superstars that were in that match feel like she didn't earn the victory. But at the end of the day, like I said, opportunists are going to prevail 9 times out of 10, and opportunist is exactly what that Money in the Bank briefcase was made for. Liv Morgan with a nice STO and a kick to the ribs. Oh, went for a double foot stomp, but Saraya, it's like almost every time Liv Morgan thinks she has Saraya where she wants her, Saraya turns it right back in her favor. And look at this, tripping the leg up with the cover. 1, 2. No, Morgan gets the shoulder up at the last second. Oh, went to drop another knee. And a float over DDT from Liv Morgan. Stuns Saraya, stuns the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. And now Morgan feeling it. But you're going to want to stay on top. A veteran like Saraya can get back in the fight at a flick of a dime. Look at this. Going for another face buster, and she lands the second one. Saraya looking in trouble here. 1, 2, no, again with the shoulder up. But Saraya feeling the effects of Liv Morgan's offense. And look at this. Oh my goodness, a springboard bulldog almost. But Saraya playing possum, went for the knee. Liv Morgan looking in trouble here. And another rampage straight down into the ring. And you gotta believe that's gonna be it. We saw a top rope one earlier. No, Liv Morgan getting the shoulder up at possibly the very last second. And Saraya does not look pleased. As now, look at this. Oh my goodness, here it is. The Prism Trap. Liv Morgan, she's not going to have any choice but to submit Saraya, asserting her dominance here on the blue brand. Oh my goodness. And like I said, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, whoever is a champion on the women's side in WWE right now, you have been put on notice. Saraya is back. Saraya has that briefcase, and she will not hesitate to be spoiler. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for our show here tonight. We're back on Monday Night Raw with more Universe Mode, and until then, I'll see you on the next one.